What is going on, YouTube? I'm back with another daily challenge video in Arena. It has been, oh man, quite the time since the last time I personally did a daily challenge. I'm fresh off of my 24-hour live stream mostly. It hasn't even been 24 hours since I finished a 24-hour live stream in which I played 22, probably just 21 hours of Arena. It was awful. Well, let's get back over here to Arena. Hopefully, I'm not too loud in this mix right now. No, okay. You guys can definitely hear Arena. It's just not loud enough. I turned it down a whole bunch when I was live streaming because there are points where I had to be pretty quiet because my neighbor lives above me. And her head is basically above where my bed is, and I didn't want to wake her up. But these are the decks that we built while on stream. We built a lot more, but I cut those as we were going, and then I cut them at the end if they weren't really anything. This is the Nyx green deck that I built, and this is why I asked today if I could build a deck that I've already played, because this would have been a great time to go over it. We have 3 copies of Gilded Goose, 2 copies of Return to Nature, 2 copies of Recovery, 3 copies of Uprising, 2 copies of Growth Troll. And let me tell you, old Growth Troll, you want 4 copies of him in this deck. He's so good. He ramps you so fast. I made this deck back when Nyx Lotus first came out because Nyx Lotus was one of, if not the first card I opened in Theros on Arena, and I was so hype about it. We also have Nylea. 3 copies of her because she will normally be a creature. If she's not a creature, you're dealing with a bunch of control, and you have the mana to put your hand back on the battlefield. You have the mana to pay into her ability. She's always going to be on the field normally in the game, but we don't want 4 copies of her just in case we lose her to exile removal. I mean, there's so many ways she can go, but just in case we draw 2 of her in our opening hand, we don't need a 4th one in the deck. Having 4 of her, 2 of her in our opening hand is just terrible. We don't want that at all because we need to get down to Gilded Goose. We need to have a recovery. We need to be able to get down to Garrick's Uprising before an old growth troll. After old growth troll. After Nylea, we have Questing Beast, Nyx Lotus, Asha, Vivian, Feasting Troll King, Beanstalk Giant, Nyx Bloom Ancient, Symbios, and Great Henge with Nylea's Intervention. But we cannot play this deck. I just really wanted to go over it because I have to talk about a green deck and I have to explain why I'm not going to build a Nyx green deck. There is a deck I do want to know if I can build it. So I want to know how many trolls are in green right now. I do have 4 copies of the 3 mana 3/3 common that I think is terrible. This card's pretty terrible, but we can build trolls if I remember right. We can't build any red or anything, but I think we can get enough mana on the ground with a snow brawl, with copies of trolls in hand. We're not even going to play 4 copies of this guy. I can't afford it. But we have 3 copies of Feasting Troll King. And because of that, I think we're in a fairly decent spot to actually play trolls. And by that, I mean we're just going to play mono green snow with a little bit of payoff. And that little bit of payoff is that we are going to be playing a sub-theme of snow. I mean of trolls, not snow. Snow's the main thing we're going to be playing. We want 25 lands. Trust me, I know, but it's because we only have 2 copies of Old Growth Troll King. If we even had 1 more copy of this guy, we would be able to play 22 lands in this deck probably. But hear me out. We're going to see a lot of hands. We're going to need some life, but we are going to play bear, so we're going to have good blockers. And I think Blessing of Frost, finishing it off with Vorniclux and a Great Henge with 1 copy of this guy, because he will never ever come down as the artifact, but he will untap every single one of our snow lands on the turn. Having 1 copy of him, he's a 3/3 for 3. We're always going to have 3 mana in this deck, basically. The only problem is, if we go up a copy of him, it's not really worth it. Because can we name Snow? No, because Snow comes before creature type. I'm going to put 1 of him in the deck. I'm going to go down all the Icehide Trolls. I'm going to go up Henge. Because having 1 guy in our in our deck, having 1 creature, having 1 card, having 1 anything that will cut down on us having to wait turns to cast 2 creatures to attack next turn, we're going to be weak to board wipes. Putting him out on the battlefield late game to block something and he just dies might give us enough time to get a Feasting Troll King back on the battlefield to gain more life from Great Henge. It might work out. Now, we should be playing Nyxbloom Ancient with the Great Henge. So, is this even going to be a troll deck? Hold on, let me think about what's happening here in my brain. Are we going to just build the Nyx deck and see if we can do it once Theros rotates out? Is that just all we're going to do? Because Theros and Eldraine rotate out at the same time, but that's in a year's time. But can we build a deck right now that doesn't need them? Because that means we can't have Nylea's Intervention. That means we can't have Feasting Troll King. That means we can't have Great Henge. Honestly, at that rate, I'm just going to build a deck that is an homage to them. It won't be this daily video. Don't worry about that. I've already gone on far too long about shit that does not matter. And we haven't even built the deck. So let me go over here. I'm thinking I want, well, no, probably just Bloodline Pretender. Because if we grab Nylea, we can't hit multiple mana tapping without Ancient, but we can play Battle Mammoth just to make sure we can foretell something. Get something out of our opponent's graspy little hands. Uprising is better than that. I said it. I'm not taking it back. But we do want because it's only counters, but for them it's permanent or player. Yeah, I don't think we play him. But we are gonna play that. We are gonna play this, and we're gonna play Bloodline Pretender, which means we can add one more card, two more cards to the deck. Because we're only gonna play 3 copies of Bloodline Pretender. Is it worth it to play the Next Bloom Ancient? We do have Great Henge. We could play Questing Beast. We could add more trolls in. Is there any other troll that is a land? No. Just a troll that can become indestructible. He's a 2/3. He becomes a 4/3. We'll take him. Blood. That's right. Let's go try it. Is the guy that's on here, do we even still have him in the deck? We'll find out. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely build right now with the green god in the deck. You can build 5 color gods in green red, and I have been thinking about it. But all you play is Rada and other normal shit that you would play. So we can't bear, but we do have 3 lands. Probably gonna draw more lands. Okay. We should be playing 26 lands so that we always see 3 lands in our hand and or 4 lands onto the battlefield. There we go. That means we will be mana flooded for the most part of early game. We do play Henge, and we do play really good blockers, so it could do it. Oh my god, is this Clerics? Is this actually good Clerics? This card is really good in good Clerics. Putting her down means she can start attacking before you put down your creatures that gain life. And it means normally, yeah, she has better toughness. She doesn't die to purpose, as I mentioned, is bad. I think she is very good. We do not get any benefit from putting Bloodline Pretender down beforehand, so we're gonna put him down, let them think that this is a snow deck. You actually can play the snow deck in 5 colors, but only play green lands. It's not that hard. You just play World Tree, and people don't play it because they're like, it's not a snow land. Yeah, but it makes all your snow lands literally every single color. So if he dies, we don't give a shit. Cool. And she did put +1/+1 counters on it, which is what I was kind of hoping for, because now we can play Bear and make them 1-up her again, which is just wasting cards. They don't know it, but it's just wasting cards for us. We have Bloodline Pretender in hand. We have Great Henge next turn. We don't give a shit. Like, ooh, it's dwarves, huh? Or is this 5-color Boast? This might be 5-color Boast. That's not a bad deck, but we're gonna Great Henge. That's right, because now we can Bloodline Pretender. We are matching them on the board here. Troll, baby, troll. That's what we doing. Done. He gets bigger, we draw a troll. We do not need to get in with Bear. We are blocking. He's looking at that, wondering why we're playing Bear. It's because so we can play this guy and fucking Feasting Troll King the shit out of your ass one of these days. Butter. One day I will Feasting Troll King somebody with this deck. and they will understand the fear of a feasting troll king right after a feasting troll king without an explanation. Or they won't. Either way, we're more than likely to grab a troll than anything else. There's a troll. Could have grabbed a bloodline pretender. Don't give a shit. Draw a card. Awesome. Playing something that would let us draw more cards would be cool too, but as you can see, Great Henge and Bloodline Pretender, fantastic together. Now, this card, let me read this card for you if you've never seen this card before. Distribute X 1/1 counters among any number of creatures you control, where X is the number of snow spent to cast this spell. Then draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. Huh. I wonder what I'm going to do this turn. Probably play that. And then play this. Because I can play Troll. Let's play Troll first then. Draw a card. Troll big. Bloodline Pretender big. Ram through is a little better than that card right now. So we can get rid of the flying. He can't make it any bigger. It doesn't matter then. Cool. He gains indestructible until end of turn. Then I have to tap him. So, whatever he wants to make huge off a life gain, I do not give a shit. Now, this opponent could be playing he makes me wonder if he's trying to play. What is this deck? He's playing life gain, he's playing draw cards, make token, he's just trying to like sustain himself until he draws some crazy. He's playing with like 106 cards. Does he even know what he's doing? Who knows if he knows what he's doing? Not me. Do I just play this? It does have trample. Can we put the uprisings in the deck? Does it really matter right now? I'm gonna draw so many cards. All with snow. Put it on him. Put it on him. Put it on him. We'll save bear. Oh wait, how many do I get to put up? Oh, sick. Hell yeah. That's a lot of land. That's an Arlea's intervention. Fight that. No tax. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I went down in Diamond 3. I was playing the blue deck. I added a giant to it. If you're watching the live stream, which I know only 2 of you were, you know that I drafted a giant just so I could have a copy of it because I have no rare wild cards. That's where I am in my life. But I lost a lot. That deck doesn't really support blue giant 7 mana too much. We need a way to summon him on turn 4 if we can in blue. Which means we're probably gonna have to just play blue-green giant boat. This is not really a card I would like to, a hand I would like to keep. That is a hand I would much rather keep. Goodbye. Once we get him down, we can fight everything into oblivion normally. Especially with the Blizzard Brawl, so that's not good though. We don't have Blizzard Brawl. Lithos and your 247 decks, you hurt my feelings. Why you need all of these options, Lithos? Why you need all those? And it's a counter deck. Son of a bitch. Guess I'm paying 3. Get Troll down. Gonna have to fight it. Don't draw a card this turn, Lithos. I don't want to have to use a ram through on that. Motherfucker. Well, it's getting equipped to a... We're gonna be able to drop some cards at least. We now have 4 mana, 5 mana. Play that. It's a 3/3. We can Blizzard Brawl. Won't get indestructible, but we can at least get rid of Snake. We have another one in hand. Yeah, that's why we wanted to get rid of Snake. Okay. Play another one. This way we can henge, hopefully. We can pay 1 mana, sacrifice that land, and create a 4/4 green troll warrior token later if we need to. Yeah, we're just trying to get all of that out of his hand. All of that nastiness. Because we can always great henge. We could make a troll. Don't need to. We need at least 6 mana before we can make a troll. So, and I would like to not make it until I have 6 Snow Force, just in case when I get to use my draw a bunch of cards for creatures over 4 power card, I can Snow Brawl a couple things. That is what I'm looking for here. I was thinking about this card not that long ago, and I was wondering if it's even worth it. Like, oh, discard 2 cards. Sorry, guy. We'll discard 2 Ramtors. I thought he was like, I don't know what I thought he was doing. I was just interested in talking about the card. It makes us discard another card. We're gonna know that we're just gonna concede, because we can concede, remember. So that's Troll King and a live one. Didn't say pleases us. Gets rid of some lands. Nice, nice. Now he knows we have threat. Into the sky, into the stories. Draws a bunch of cards. Gets big lore scale. Gets in. Is it worth it to stay? No. Well, let's see. What do we get? No. This is not worth it, by the way. Just want everybody to know. This is not worth. I just want to see what we get, see if we need to make some tweaks to the deck here. I mean, if it gets countered, it gets countered. Nope, that's exactly what we wanted to see there. So that means in one more turn, we would have been able to have a Bloodline Pretender that is a, what, 3/3? Yeah, we don't mind that at all. Especially since we can Great Henge. Alas. At least, we're almost done with the daily challenge. But you can build trolls. And trolls is pretty okay. You saw in the first game it went off. But as you know, in the daily challenge series, your deck tends to go off in the first turn, first game. Once Arena starts to figure out what you're trying to do with the deck, it tends to pair you up against people that can beat you, just because, especially in the higher tiers, that's who's here. It's just kind of like, that's who's playing the game at these level, is people who are normally with meta decks, with decks that have survived a bunch of bullshit. And so, when you just build a deck without testing it for the meta you're playing in, it is kind of a lot of bullshit. We're going to Forest again. Once we... Damn, that sucks. We're not going to be able to probably draw land here with the way our hand looks. Yeah, that sucks. We can't foretell. We have to get down Troll. We have to get down Troll. Why do we have to get down Troll, you might be asking? Because I would rather have that lava coil than my goddamn Pretender. That is why we have to get down Troll. But we will land. I don't care if you play something with flying. This deck needs land so bad. I'm willing to do this. Cool. We got land. No attacks. Gives them target, gets to blow us up, but we got land. Should be keeping things out of the graveyard for the most part, and of course right when I say that, we draw Blizzard Brawl of all cards. Now we get another land. Awesome. We should start drawing lands now. Can Blizzard Brawl. Will take 1 damage. Isn't worth it for Elf. In turn. We can't pay his thing, yeah. Can we wall better than opponent? While he's waiting to go off. Is this motherfucker playing elves? Hell yes. Gruul elves, best elves. Bloodline Pretender. Troll. Normally I would be able to play a troll right now because I have exactly 3 mana for fuck's sakes. And I would have played that troll too, but I didn't have enough land. Oh, whatever. We're gonna probably Feasting Troll King. So for instance, if instead of playing Nylea's Intervention that turn, we had played Snow Guy this turn, this next turn coming up, we would have attacked with Snow Guy so that we could double Feasting Troll King and get a gigantic. Well, we only get a 4/4 Bloodline Pretender, but it would be awesome to have done. Let's play Feasting Troll King. Boop, boop. We cannot target that with Blizzard Brawl, but he's not going to swing in. And we could honestly swing in. We're going to swing in with Bear. Bear doesn't add to anything we have, except for this Blessing of Frost, but we have all three Feasting tokens in hand, so we're not worried about Blessing and Frost not going off. He cannot Storm's Wrath the Troll King. He cannot swing in with that. And Clothy is very close to becoming a creature, but she is not one. We're getting a troll. Good troll. Awesome. Get in. Has vigilance. He's got Clothy. He's not wrong, yeah. It's just so fun. People forget about Troll King sometimes. I don't know if he's in Mythic, but I know people forget about Troll King all the time in the games I'm playing. He's so good. Do we do it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Could have 5. Let's do it. With snow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 cards. Play land. Snowboy. Double Feasting Troll King next turn. Let me hear you say it, babies. Get in with it all. This one has vigilance. We don't care. We have a bunch of fucking life gate on them. He's dead. We didn't get to triple Troll King, but I'd like to look at the battlefield here. You see, what was going to happen was, next turn, I was just going to attack with him, and then I was going to put both of those Feasting Troll Kings down. Well, I would have had to play one first, and then just attack with him, and then I would have played the second one. But it would have been a great time. Double Troll and Trouble. Instead of Toil and Trouble, Double Troll and Trouble. And I think I just named this deck. Often when we name a deck, we tend to keep it around. Let's see what we open. We finished the daily challenge, so let's see what we open. Have you guys heard of the 4-color snow deck that's terrible? I have. Do I play another one? Let's play another one. The deck's You know what? Actually, I would much rather show off Nick's Lotus. So I'll catch you in the next.